Hey everybody, Silent here. Now, for this What Would Silent Do? What Would Silent Do number 6, I'm going to be returning to the original field I was critiquing in my very first What Would Silent Do. The field of music, particularly mashups or remixes created by smaller, lesser known people on YouTube. Yes, lesser known than me, I know, it's crazy. But if you remember in the first video I made, my first What Would Silent Do video I made, there was this kid named Spec. He made a mix. I did not like it at all. But, Spec, like some others on jetsetradio.org, they claimed they were DJs, and they put together mashups and remixes, and they put them together in one big package, and they, put it out there for download on the forums to promote themselves and such. Now, the person I'm going to be critiquing today did something similar, just on YouTube, not on the forums, and they only have about 2 subscribers last time I checked, so maybe they can get some more recognition here. I don't know if it's the recognition they wanted because it's a critique, but I'll get to that in a little bit. But this person, Dumblob, I'm going to be critiquing their entire album, but I'm not going to be displaying their songs in their entirety because that would push us over the YouTube time limit. So I'm not going to play the songs in their entirety. I'm only going to play select fragments of them and sort of give critiques where I can. So let's get to critiquing this. Blobs and Cheesecake by DJ DeBlob or DeBlob or Dumblob, whatever he wants to call himself. Here we go. Just a little side note before we get to the actual songs. Once you open up the .rar file, you'll see there's like a text document entitled Legal Stuff, and they actually supplied the album cover and the back cover. Basically, the Legal Stuff text document says, hey, I don't profit from this, and no one else should either. Do whatever you want with these, so I plan to make a video. He even suggested to reverse the songs in hopes to find a subliminal message or a hidden message, which is kind of funny. But let's take a look at the art real quick. Okay, here's the front cover. Okay, so the text looks like it came right out of Microsoft Word. It's one of those, looks like one of those word art presets. Okay, you have a cheesecake in the background, and it looks like the gray dude is eyeing that, and he's happy about that. You got Chowder in the corner. I hope he goes away soon. Okay, and some other stuff. There's Beat with a pixelated border around him, I guess. And I guess there is... Do I even need to comment about that? The gorilla in the top left corner looks like he's in an aerobics class or some shit. Anyways, here's the back cover, covered with a bunch of song titles, and most of them are pretty long. I'll just sort of comment on them as I go through, actually listening to them. Some of these I have not heard yet, so it'll be a new experience. I'll probably listen to them while editing. So yeah, I'm very prepared and very professional, as you can tell. So, without any more rambling, let's just get to the goddamn songs already. Oh my god, my heart's beating so fast it's gonna explode, but god damn it, I still love cheesecake. Was that sound really necessary to add and, put on repeat? I mean, it sounds like somebody's either tap dancing in front of a microphone really quickly, or someone's just like reaching out through the screen and slapping me in the face repeatedly, probably for listening to a song about cheesecake.
I left my cheesecake back in Cleveland.
What the fuck is this song? Where did you find this, man? Whoa. Okay. I don't know why, but the singer kind of reminds me of Jack Black. Don't ask why. But overall, I think I don't know. It's kind of a funny song, especially because it's the guy yelling about cheesecake while playing an acoustic guitar. But the parts I believe you remixed in, the little techno-y sounding elements to a guy playing an acoustic guitar, sounds kind of off. But you know, you started off okay matching the rhythm with the dome, 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 but then you got out of hand because it went repeated like dome, 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 and I don't even know about the slapping effect or whatever. But from the clip you just heard, at the end it was kind of good with the little dome things. But then it sounded like the guy was yelling into a fan. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna move on. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about and what I'm referring to. Let's just move on to the second song. Okay, so for the major portion of the song, it isn't too bad. You know, nothing god awful. It goes a little bit off with the technologic, the repeated phrases. It kind of goes off a bit because the person says cut it and it's a little bit slower, but that isn't too bad. At least it's not as bad as what happens a little bit later on in the song towards the end, which I'll play now.
Technologic. It's surf it, scroll it, pose it, click it, cross it, crack it, switch, update it, name it, read it, tune it, print it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it.
It's like overlapping vocals bad, but what's even worse is it completely killed whatever rhythm it had, you know?
Erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, quick rewrite it, plug it, play it, burn it, rip it, drag it, drop it, zip unzip it.
Probably could have spliced in some of the bells, more there. But really, you just ended the song on a sour note. It wasn't as good as the beginning. It got quite hectic and way off rhythm. Now let's move on to the third song. That beginning part actually doesn't sound too bad, but I think the main problem with the song is that the songs pick up at different times, so it sounds kind of weird when the concept of love picks up before Galvanize. And vice versa. I mean, it sounds off, and I think maybe you could have gone with a different combination of songs. But let's continue listening, see if there's anything else. Well, I will give you a little bit of credit because it does die down. It does die down kind of well, but then it kind of goes off sync again as it goes and picks up a little bit more again. But that's pretty much all there is to the song there. Next song, oy, and this one's gonna be bad.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the eighth wonder of the world, the flow of the century.
Flow of the century, my ass.
Born in we got rid of that dirt for them. Wasn't born hustlers, I was birthing them. H to the Izzo, B to the Izzy.
Firstly, let me go on record by saying I don't really like Jay-Z. He's better than some of the people out nowadays, but I still don't like the guy. But here's the thing. It just doesn't sound right with Jay-Z rapping over it. And the fact that Jay-Z almost never shuts up in this rap doesn't really allow for good transitions, for OK House. So you got Jay-Z who keeps going in a similar tone and, flow, and you have OK House changing. So that doesn't really make for a good song. You just hear Jay-Z, and then OK House is changing. Right here, I'm going to show you the only parts of the song that I think actually flow.
He who does not feel me is not real to me, therefore he doesn't exist. So that move, son of a bitch. Push you through my nigga used to dribble down in VA. H to the Izzo, P to the Izzy. That's the anthem, get your damn hands up.
That's all I can stomach to listen to. I'm sorry, dude, but it's just too off for me. At least I think it is. Let's move on to the next song, which is only song number 5. Oh my god, that's gonna be my nightmares. What the fuck?
We gon' go down this Motown with your sound. You in the blink, gon' bite the dust, can't fight with us. With your sound, you kill the ink, so don't stop, get it, until you chat ahead and watch the way I navigate.
I don't know if I've lost my mind, but this one actually doesn't sound too bad compared to some of the previous ones, so for the most part I'm gonna leave it alone. So yeah, next song.
Watch me navigate.
Ugh, God damn it, I said next song. Now, this next song is actually probably my favorite one on this album so far. Its flow is actually pretty good. It matches up with, the acapella really well. But the thing is that the song, the Stand song, is about something, sick and violent and just depressing, while there's an upbeat background music going on. It's kind of fucked up. Just take a listen.
That's my girlfriend screaming in the trunk, but I didn't slit her throat, I just tied her up. See, I ain't like you, cause if she suffocates, she'll suffer more, and then she'll die too. Well, gotta go, I'm almost at the bridge now. I forgot, am I supposed to send this down?
So I guess Blob, whatever, got the idea in his head that, hey, Lemon Demon and Eminem work together. Maybe I should try it again. So he attempted to mash up the Ultimate Showdown with the real Slim Shady.
Talk and act like me, it just might be the next best thing, but not quite me. I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't the real Slim Shady please stand up?
So if you've heard the Ultimate Showdown, you may have guessed that this wasn't really going to work. But there is one part of the song that does kind of work, oddly enough.
Burger King spitting on your onion rings, or in the parking lot circling, screaming I don't give a with his windows down and the system up. So will the real Shady please stand up and put one of those fingers on each hand up and be proud to be out of your mind and out of control, and one more time, loud as you can. How does it go?
But then it kind of has crushed the rhythm there. So I guess it's kind of like the Jay-Z song and sort of like the One More Techno Dynamic song as well. So it's kind of a shame, but you know what? I really didn't see the Ultimate Showdown working with the real Slim Shady. I'm sorry, dude, but you need to come up with some better combos for songs. Just my opinion. Next song. Okay, so the next song is actually kind of funny because he decided to mix Boom Boom Pow with the Boom 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 song by the Venga Boys. It is kind of funny. It would have been nice to just have the boom 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 parts there without the extra additives, but it wouldn't really be a true mashup if you didn't use more of the songs. So while I do find it a little bit disappointing that the flow sort of had to be disrupted by the rapping, I do find it understandable that you had to use more of the song. So.
Gotta get that.
Next up is a song involving chowder. God help us all. I mean, Silent help us all. Yeah, go with that one.
Okay. Just know that it's really, 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 really important. If I was my hat, where would I be?
This song, as bizarre as it is, it actually works kind of well, surprisingly. But for some reason, I think there should be added record scratches, and I don't know why. But really, there's nothing bad about this song, so let's move on.